Sorry.
So is that a normal part of the pod?
Nice hat.
Thank you. It'd be nice if yours was good, but I suppose that's just to cover the upside-down head that you're sporting.
Right.
What was the last food shop you did?
What, like a proper food shop?
Just a food shop, yeah.
Well, I get it delivered.
I'm guessing it wasn't from Asda.
I was shopping Asda, whatever the local supermarket is.
And what is your local supermarket?
So, well, it's Marks and Spencer.
Hello, Pete Wicks. Welcome to Things People Do. How are you, mate?
I'm really good. How are you? That was really fucking professional.
It won't last, Pete. It won't last.
I don't know why that took me by surprise. I don't know what I was expecting, but that
me
was...
by surprise as well. I think it took everyone by surprise. Ryan looks surprised. Look who looks surprised. Vicky looks surprised. You look surprised, actually. Yeah.
I'm trying really hard. Yeah?
No, that's good.
No, I'm trying really, really hard.
Not as hard as he's trying in that scar.
Yes.
I don't know what he's fucking trying, but he's trying something.
Pete, there's a bit of a backstory here.
Thank God.
It's on your neck. What is that?
I'm wearing it because you said put it on, and I wanted to take it off, and then you said keep it on so Pete can see it.
Because, and there is a theory behind this, Pete is a very stylish man. He is a renowned stylish male. Like he's a trendsetter. And I thought, who better to ask about how to wear, what would you describe that as? A handkerchief?
It's not a
It's a
handkerchief.
cravat.
It's a cravat.
It's cravatish, isn't it? Like, I don't even know how to tie it, Pete. This is not my world. I'm stepping into a world of scarves. Probably
I would
need
step
to step
back out of that world.
Could you give me a demo? Would you?
What, on how to tie it?
Well,
I mean,
Joe, I don't know what you're like.
blindfold for a minute.
You're going to be wearing it in a minute, Joe. So
I mean, I would do it that way, but you need to...
okay.
why
now
does it look so much better on Pete?
How has he done that? How has he done
You've turned
that?
a shit garment
gonna
into
do
a
it?
great
Look at
garment.
that.
Listen,
But I think the
Pete, that
problem
was
is
£8 on Vinted. So if you
It was
want
how much?
£8 off Vinted. So if
£8.
you-
Fuck me, they saw you coming.
Yeah, I think it's
Is
silk.
it vintage?
Yeah,
Smells like someone died in it.
It's almost
That's my natural aroma.
that-
Just from wearing
No, I actually like it.
just not. I think the t-shirt's wrong.
The t-shirts.
T-shirt?
Yeah, the t-shirt's
Oh,
wrong.
actually, I think you should keep it on.
Because of my hairy chest.
Yeah, you haven't trimmed that lately, have you?
No, I did. It's just a lower cut t-shirt. No,
Oh, right.
I trimmed it with a different. Have a go,
Still-
Joe.
I honestly don't think this is me, Tom, and that's why
You straight away look like a hairy biker. Like just you put a. You haven't even tied it.
Are you, well,
No, you
what-
do. No, you actually, you do look like, yeah. No,
One over.
no.
You do it like a tie.
I don't know. You see,
Well, no, you just
I didn't
really,
wear a tie.
yeah. Wouldn't no,
you're not committing to it there.
no. It needs to come over, but then you just need to pull it out a little bit.
What do you want to do with that,
I'm
Tom?
just going to put it on the floor.
Right, are you sure? Because I think, if I'm honest,
You're enjoying this too much.
no.
What?
If I'm honest, you should commit to it. Give it more than just 5 minutes worth of judging, and for my own pleasure, you should wear that for the entire episode, especially after some of the shit you've done on this show to me.
I see.
Remember that time that I had to have my chest waxed and you didn't even get your arm done?
Have you got a hairy chest? I bet you are very hairy.
No,
aren't you?
no, I'm not.
He
very
has that
hairy.
vibe, but actually his back is unbelievably smooth.
I've got an immaculate back, yeah.
Yeah.
Whereas, I mean, you look
I've
like
got a
you-
little bit, yeah.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's just popping at the top. It's like
It's
you've got a
the wrong-
jumper under your
I
t-shirt.
know it's the wrong t-shirt.
100% cashmere.
I just need to lift it up a little bit. Pete, well, we're talking about affectations. We're talking about a look. Your beard.
It's fucking magnificent, isn't it?
Do you like it?
You can't say that. Like, look at yours. I used to have a beard like
yours.
yours.
Is shaped perfectly.
But do you know what? I'm quite lucky is that I trim it every day, but I'm quite lucky with the shape anyway. It doesn't go all the way down.
You've got a
the
natural trim line, have you? Just
Well, yeah, it's about
above
there,
the
but
Adam's
it's-
apple.
Yeah, it's not too bad.
cheeks. What's the
Cheeks, I do the cheeks. I didn't do them this morning though, but I did it yesterday, so it's pretty.
He's just a really lovely looking man, isn't he?
Well, I don't know.
Like
about
to my
He's
eye,
groomed. That's the word.
to
I
my
use.
eye, you're
Groomed,
well groomed.
You look manicured.
Do you know what's funny is I'm not actually that manicured as what people. think.
Bollocks, go on.
I swear to God, I'm not.
What? Okay, what have you had done? Or tell us what you would like to say you've had done.
What is in cosmetic wise?
Yeah.
I've had fuck all done other than my teeth.
What? Just
Give
your
us a grin.
teeth?
They're not too Jurgen Klopp, are they? Quite
No.
subtle.
I did mine a few years ago, and only 6.
What do you mean only 6?
I only did top 6, but all mine. I only did the top 6 at the front, and that's because my front 2 were fake anyway. They were screw-ins because they were knocked out. So, but yeah, other than that, I'm not that groomed. Don't even brush my hair.
Well, you're a handsome man and you smell wonderful. Pete, we have been wanting to get you on this show for ages, but you are a very busy man. However, this show, we usually get people on to talk about their jobs.
Mm.
And in my research of working out your job, I Googled you several times, all different news outlets. And the same thing that keeps coming up is TV personality as your form of job. Please forgive me. What the fuck is a TV personality as a job?
I don't know. I honestly don't know. When people say to me, "What do you do?" I honestly don't know what to tell them. I don't. TV personality isn't a job, really, is it?
Well, it is, because you're fucking doing it.
Yeah, but you kind of like. I always find it's a bit of like I've kind of had real jobs over the years. So doing what I do now, I'm just really, really fortunate and blessed because I kind of get paid just to be me, which is fucking stupid when you think about it. Do you know what I mean? That's not really a job, is it? Turn up and be yourself. What?
That's
you know
the
what I mean?
dream.
It's like,
Surely that's the dream.
oh yeah, I'm absolutely blessed. Yeah, it would help if I wasn't such a prick, but it is a weird thing to tell people you do. So when people ask me, I don't really know. But I suppose over the last couple of years, it's diverse. I could probably call myself a podcaster.
Yeah.
I could. Yeah, do you know what I mean? There's other little bits and bobs you do, but I don't. I'm a bit weird. I don't really like talking about myself, which is really weird for
TV
someone.
personality.
Yeah.
The thing is, Pete, as you know, Joe retired from his first career in rugby a number of months ago.
And this is the real retirement now, isn't it?
It's a very, very good question, Pete. I'm glad you've asked it.
How come he comes on my show and he still manages to give the backhanded fucking digs? Yeah. He's giving it to me all the time on your show. But yeah, okay, carry on.
Yeah. Yeah.
So Joe is obviously looking for ways to keep the money rolling in, Pete.
Yeah.
I'm wondering if we can maybe do some brainstorming here. You are, as you say, you're a TV personality, but you're much more than that. Is TV personality something that Joe Marler could step into?
I absolutely think you could, yeah, fully. Like, I think you already are, really, mate. Like you're a bit of a meme king, aren't you?
A meme king.
Yeah,
He's no Eddie Hearn, but he's...
Well, like, because I have seen an awful lot of things on Tinternet of you in interviews and stuff, and people fucking love you.
Yeah, but that...
Like,
is
as
that a
personality.
meme king? Is
Well,
that
yeah, because there's
is that a TV personality, or is that
Well, I think it
being
is
rude?
No, but you're not rude. It's funny. It's funny, but people don't realise because you're quite dry. So it's funny. I think you are a personality. I think you'd be a great TV personality.
Personality.
Yeah.
When I say to you TV personality as your job,
Makes me cringe.
yes. Why? Why does it make you cringe? Because it gives you everything that you've got now. You're having a great time, and you have just described it as the ability to just be yourself and get paid to do that. So that is the dream job. But when someone actually labels it as a TV personality, do you think it's a bit of a what's the word? Not like a cop out or a. Oh, is that a job?
Yeah.
Is there actually any skill to that, or do you know what I mean?
exactly
People would
how I
say
feel.
that?
Yeah, that's exactly how I feel. Like genuinely as well, because it's just a weird thing. Like obviously, I mean, I started doing all this sort of stuff because of reality TV, and that I think I hate being called like a reality star.
Why?
Because there is such a strong stereotype with reality stars based on the fact that the majority of them are vacuous and morons. And now I am one of those people, but I would prefer not to be known as one of those people. But that is where I started all of this sort of stuff. Do you know what I mean? And that kind of TV personality thing, it's just not a job, is it? Like it's just not a job. Do you know what I mean? Like,
well, you actually did jobs as well. That's the thing, isn't it? You used to do, what jobs did you used to do? Just remind me.
Oh, I've done some weird stuff. Before I got into like TV and the whole reality thing, I had quite a serious job. So I was an international sales director for a medical recruitment company. So I used to supply consultant doctors across the UK.
Yeah, of course you were.
No, deadly serious.
You fucking
I used
serious?
to supply gastroenterologists, haematologists, histopathologists. Yeah.
Hey, I might need to make note of those because what the fuck are they?
Histopathologists, haematologists is blood. Yeah, we used to do all across the UK. I actually did it in other countries. Yeah, spent a lot of time in Madrid and in the US.
Didn't enjoy it then.
I actually loved it. Basically, it was kind of the gift of the gab, and it was a kind of a real job, and I did quite well out of it, but quality of life was bad. I was working 16, 17-hour days and drinking for the rest of it, and I think I probably would have ended up dead. It was that kind of city life, you know what I mean? Like, so I accidentally fell into TOWIE.
Right. Tom, do you know what TOWIE is?
Yes, I do.
And what sort of knowledge of TOWIE do you have?
I think with TOWIE, you can tell me this, Pete, but there was that stereotype of Essex at one point, and then TOWIE changed that. But then weirdly, that seems to become a new stereotype of Essex.
Well,
like when you tell people, if you're from Essex, and I now live in the north of England, when you tell people you're from Essex, people get that look in their face. Oh,
yeah, you're thick. Yeah, that's basically. But I don't know what the stereotype was before TOWIE. I mean, I never watched TOWIE before I did it. I've never seen it like now. I've never watched anything I've ever done on TV. I've never watched any reality TV whatsoever.
What? Hang on, we can't just skip past that. You've been on. Hang on, my research in my brain says at least 20 different like TV shows, game shows, reality shows, etc., etc.
Yeah.
And you've not watched a single fucking one.
No.
Why? Don't you like watching yourself?
No, can't stand. But also, like, it's work, innit? Most people don't watch themselves at work. It's weird.
actually, that's very
You
true.
know what I mean? Like, but also,
Did you ever watch yourself writing for the BBC all those years?
No, I'd never set up some mirrors at a major sporting event to watch myself type.
It's quite a good point, actually.
But
But
also-
when your job is actually how you come across, like your job is part of your, well, it's all of your image being projected to people for an entertainment value. It's different to them people just watching Tom write words on a piece of paper.
Yeah, but I think the danger is when you kind of watch yourself, you start to self-edit. And I think that's what a lot, like the whole reality thing, when I started it, there was only like us, Made in Chelsea and what, Geordie Shore. There wasn't Love Island, there wasn't all that sort of stuff. And everyone was very much kind of themselves on TV then, because we didn't, it wasn't really a career. You ended up on this kind of thing. You didn't know all the stuff you were going to necessarily get from it. Whereas now, what happens is there's so many reality shows and there's so many different people that get into TV like that. They all want to be the next version of something they've seen before. So they self-edit it and end up being what people want them to be rather than who they actually are. So I never have, because then I just do it as me. When you start self-editing, you go, oh, I don't like the way I did that, or I don't like this, or I don't like that. You start doing things for other people and not doing it as you. And the whole point is that if you're a TV personality, you're paid to be you. So why are you doing it as someone else?
That's a very good point.
So I've just never watched anything because I'm like, well, I did it as me, right or wrong, it is what it is. Said something stupid, did something stupid or whatever else, but I did it as me because at the time I thought that was the right thing to do for whatever reason. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I find that really fascinating.
Yeah.
I was trying to like apply it to why I never watched my games when I was playing rugby, and I don't think it was the same at all.
Did you hang on?
I just
You
didn't.
literally had to watch them back though and play a review meeting. So
Yeah, I wouldn't turn up. I wouldn't get. I wouldn't. I would never welcome feedback.
did you
If they
not
wanted
with
to offer feedback, they could do it in person.
Did you not
without
get
the
clips
screen.
sent to your laptop when you played for England and you all got given laptops?
Yeah.
Did you not get clips of scrums sent to your laptop?
Yeah,
for you
wouldn't
to
look
nose out over.
Why don't you like feedback? What you specifically don't like feedback?
No, I do like that. That's the. Is it juxtaposition?
Juxtaposition.
Yeah. I do like feedback. I put a big emphasis on feedback as the only way you grow, good or
Yeah.
bad. You need
Yeah.
feedback in order to improve. But when it came to rugby, I couldn't be fucked. I was like, I can do this and I can't do this. Could I do stuff to make myself better at that? Yeah. Could I do stuff to make myself better at the stuff I can already do? Yeah. Could I be bothered? No. So I sort of just ignored it and
Yeah,
just
nice.
cracked on.
Yeah.
I did all right out of it, but
Yeah.
that's right. We do need to delve a little bit, just a little bit,
Yeah.
into TOWIE.
Yep.
Because we had your old mate Sam Thompson on here.
Yeah.
Who mate, I absolutely adore the friendship that you've got together.
It's very odd, isn't it?
Really, one of the
Such a
oddest I've
weird-
ever come
yeah,
across,
very
actually.
weird.
Like a big brother, little brother, father, son.
Yeah, it's really
love, hate.
Yeah.
Like you just put it all in there. It's wild.
Yeah, it is,
And
man.
yet you're really, really close. Is that right, or is that just for the shows?
I love him. Like, I genuinely do love him. Like, he's the brother I never wanted. But he kind of attached himself to me about 7 years ago, like a fucking limpet to a rock. And I've just grown to love him. He's just he's just a fucking beautiful person, really. He's himself, like, unapologetically, and himself is an annoying twat. But he's my annoying twat, and I love him.
That's beautiful. That is beautiful.
You know what I mean? Like, I don't know what else. Like, it's just him.
I love that Tom's assessment was that's beautiful. It is, because you can make all the jokes you want, but when you actually see you two together in person, in the flesh, you feel that connection.
Yeah.
And it is wonderful. I love the bromance. But he spoke about his time on Made in Chelsea and how, like, it would be semi-manufactured, and he was told to go here, and they're going to do that lot. I was just interested in, is that the same? Was that the same in TOWIE?
Yeah,
Or
so
was it a little bit more?
I mean, it's called constructed reality. So there's no scripts. Like, I'm sure everyone still thinks that there's a fucking script, all that sort of stuff. There isn't a script. There isn't anything like that. But it is constructed. They want drama. They want things to happen. So if you're not getting on with someone, or normally they start a series with everyone going away, and then when you put all those people together who've got fucking personalities, people are going to fall out, things are going to happen, people are going to shank people are going to do this, that and the other. And then it becomes like these stories where people get the ump about something. And then what happens, it creates the drama throughout the series. When you put all those people together, then when you fall out with someone, you would just avoid them. But on this, the next day, you'd go into a pub and they'd be there for you to specifically go and speak to. And then whatever happens. But in the 3-minute scenes, you might be filming that for an hour. So the context of how things are taken out is completely down to them. You're completely at the power of the edit, aren't you? You know what I mean? You could be speaking for an hour and actually solve it by the end of it.
You'd have no say over how that...
At the edit, no. Not a thing. So you don't know what's going to be shown or how it's going to come across until it goes out. So, for example, they do things called lookies as well. Right, so a lookie would be at the end of let's say we've just done a scene, if you like, and we've just had a conversation, we've fallen out about something, and we could have resolved it at the end of it. Then what you'll have to do is a camera will do shots of you listening to someone, and it'll be like, okay, so happy, so you do smiling, sad, and they can literally put in, so someone could say something, and then have your face go, but you didn't actually do that during the conversation.
That's fucking wild.
So the edit can change a lot of what it is, which is why it's constructive reality. But it's not fake. They are real people. That's really their lives. All the people that were generally or genuinely shagging or genuinely falling out are genuinely doing that. Or they used to be. Now, I don't know. I mean, I haven't done it for years, and I think now people have learnt that the more dramatic you are, the more airtime you get.
Right, yeah.
Whereas back then, we would just all fucking do whatever we wanted, you know what I mean? And what happened. But now it's kind of, if I roused someone, then the cameras will be on me.
Was there any times that you felt when it comes out that you were edited badly, or you were like, fucking hell, they've really done a job on me here? Or the other way, oh, they've really done a fantastic job. I'm usually not that nice.
It's more that one. No, look, if you go and do that, and I was always really fair. I mean, I got into all of that at like 26 or whatever. I was 25. So I'd already been around the block a little bit. I wasn't 18 years old. If you agreed to do that, you're at the power of the edit. You can't moan about it. That's always the way I saw it. Look, I put myself in that position, and if I said it, they can take it any way you want. So either be careful what you're fucking saying, because it's not down to you. Do you know what I mean? Like, but I mean, I should have been more careful what I was saying. But yeah, like, I've never moaned about the edit. It is what it is. Sometimes it works for you, sometimes it don't. In the balance of things, I probably, it plays out. But if you are edited badly, you've given them something to edit badly. So you're kind of at fault. You know what I mean? That's kind of, you have to take responsibility for yourself and what you say. Anytime people goes, well, it wasn't really me. I'm actually a nice person. It's just everyone else has made me out to be a cunt. Well, no, you are a bit of a dick.
Joe, in this parallel universe where we are modelling you on Pete's career, and you've become a TV personality,
wow, how
how would you find that aspect of it that Pete has just described so eloquently?
What if I was on TOWIE?
Just not necessarily
Or
TOWIE.
Howie? No,
Heathfield. The only way is Heathfield.
The only way.
TOWIE.
Sorry.
So is that a normal part of the pod? I didn't.
You know how you and Sam have that like bromance together,
Yeah.
they just connect. Well, me and Tom have similar in the fact, like, the father-son role.
Grandfather, son.
Yeah, well, he's a lot older brother, but we connect on Paul Simon and Ladysmith Black Man Barzo music.
In that situation that Pete has so eloquently described, where you have that ambivalent relationship with the edit, because you like to be Joe Marler, and sometimes being Joe Marler has got you in trouble, and sometimes it has worked for you. But if you were in the hands of an edit,
Yeah.
on The Only Ways Heathfield,
You'd be an editor's dream.
Yeah, but that doesn't sound very good to me, Pete.
Well, no, but it's not, because we've got quite a dry sense of humour. So you can say that context is everything, but a lot of the time an edit can take out context, and I can sit and for example, I can go, oh, you fucking dickhead. And I'm saying that in a jokey way.
And it was aimed at Tom.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But if it's taken out of that way, and I say, oh, you're a fucking dickhead, that could be the start of a row.
there was a
Depending on
difference
how
in
they
your
want it
fucking
to be.
dickheads there.
It
as
was,
well.
wasn't
There was a
The second one was just
yeah.
fractionally more aggressive. The
And
first
it's
one was
not-
affectionate.
Did
It's
you?
nice.
Well, yeah. Okay.
And he made
Which
eye
one did you
contact with
prefer,
me.
aggressive or affectionate?
Well, I think I'd go with Pete's description of it. I think I've sort of been a bit like that in my rugby career anyway. Like, fucking hell, I'll just do it. And if the people close to me turn around and go, mate, you're out of line and you're being a piece of shit, sort your stuff out, then I'll be like, oh, hang on, I need to do it. But the majority of people that then, it's kind of like,
Yeah, I always had that same point of view. Like if my nan and my mum would watch and have watched everything I've ever done, and if they call me after and go, you were a knob there, I'll be like, really? And if they tell me to apologise, then I will. But if Donna in Doncaster thinks I'm a wanker, I don't care.
She's a very negative person, anyway.
Well, because
She is.
She doesn't know me. She's just taking it from this small edit of a thing, and we can all look like a bit of a knob. Even like I was saying, like this is why I think you're like the people's player, is that some of your interviews I find hilarious, and it's because people don't understand the context of it. Do you know what I mean? Like when you see something, if you're being interviewed and you're quite dry with your responses, most people will find it hilarious because they get it. Do you know what I mean? That you're not actually a rude person, whereas some people are like, why has he got to be so fucking rude? But it's the edit of stuff. I mean, or are you just a horrible person?
there's a huge part of the last thing that you just said being the truth.
Yeah.
Yeah, horrible. Nasty piece of shit.
What a vile shithead.
I think we should do a section where you're the referee and me and Pete aren't allowed to react or laugh.
He's going to say increasingly unpleasant things to each other.
Or nice things, just anything.
Okay.
Would you like to do the match?
I'll do the match, yeah.
Okay.
Do you want to be in the red corner or blue corner?
Probably red.
Okay. In the red corner, Joe Marler. You go first. Pete, do you want a second just to, because you're laughing already?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to give you 3, 2, 1, go. Pete, 3, 2, 1. He's in the zone. Joe Marler, go.
Yeah, but I'm worried now because he stopped making eye contact, and then I was worried that when his eyes came up, because he's got bog eyes.
I do. I actually had a lazy eye as a child, so that's
Oh.
quite hurtful.
Is it?
A little bit, yeah.
Oh, shame.
Pete's leading at this point.
Leading what?
He's leading the fight, the
Yeah,
battle.
fair enough. All
I'm
right.
not entirely sure how I'm leading because I don't really understand this fucking stupid game, but
All
I
right,
don't know
mate.
what I was expecting
Nice.
because you came up with it, you fucking moron.
Nice hat. Nice hat, you piece of shit.
Thank you. It'd be nice if yours was good, but I suppose that's just to cover the upside down head that you're sporting.
Right.
It's getting
Yeah.
serious.
Yeah. Well, it's not my fault that I've got such high testosterone levels that it means that my hair falls out and I have to wear hats to cover it before I have my hair transplant in a few months' time.
No, it's not your fault genetically. It's your family's fault, I suppose, isn't it?
Oh, bringing my family into this, are you?
Well, listen, it's a fight, isn't it? You've got to play dirty when you're up against such a big
Yeah.
man.
Yeah. Do you know who else likes playing dirty?
Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, no.
Who?
Loads of people.
So are you malfunctioning? What happened there? Was that just a little reset?
I think you've got wonderful teeth.
Thank you. I didn't pay for them. I like the ones that you've got left.
Okay, hell, Marler's on the ropes.
He's gone,
He's always over. Our winner
He really got me at the
by
teeth.
knockout.
Only because I remember you saying it on my podcast. Literally a couple of weeks ago. Oh,
He
love
really got me on the teeth. That got me good.
That was weird, but I
Destroyed you,
enjoyed
that
it.
Yeah, I like the one
That wasn't
you've
a
got
points
left.
victory. It was a knockout.
I always think, like, being able to rip the shit out of your mates is a kind of a sign of affection.
Hugely.
Like, do you know what I mean? Like, if you do someone you don't really know or you don't really like, there's an undercurrent of, I actually mean this and I don't like you. Whereas if it's someone you actually love, it's just quite funny. Do you know what I mean? Anyway.
Yeah.
What is the point, Pete, where Joe moves from minor celebrity
Oh, yeah.
to celebrity?
Oh, yeah.
I have no idea because I haven't fucking achieved it.
Well, that's not true. You're being really self-deprecating, which
never
yeah, it's
clue.
fine and thing. But you've gone from this character that was quite, how would I describe you on TOWIE? Quite forthright with how you would treat people in terms of direct to them, and it would be some people would like it, others wouldn't.
Yep.
Then you had a big ongoing relationship with Chloe Sims, on and off, on and off.
Yeah.
I think that ended with amicable love in the end, didn't it? You know, you stayed friends eventually. Brilliant. I haven't read that one, but well.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we're friends. We're
Okay,
friends.
fine.
She's a good girl.
Yeah. And then you've gone on various different TV shows, formed this bromance with Sam Thompson, like that, and that's now taking you to another level. 3 years ago, I did your Stay Relevant podcast in a small studio in, where was it, King's Cross?
King's Cross.
Yeah. And you guys were talking about, we're trying to come up with a way of staying relevant. We've done a bit of reality TV and all that, but what next? Fast forward 3 years later, you're presenting fucking BAFTA. Were you at the BAFTAs the other? What was you doing? The BAFTAs? You and Sam doing all these fucking
Brits.
The
and-
Brits.
Yeah, we've done all sorts of. Yeah, we do really weird stuff, and it's kind of. I think the whole thing with Sam was a really unexpected. We met on a show, and when we initially met, it wasn't. We didn't think it was going to be that we would end up working together as much as what we do, and obviously now we do. And now, you know, we've got our own production company. We write podcasts for other people, and we do all sorts of stuff. And we've got a studio, and we've got Staying Relevant, and you know, we've done these tours and other little bits and bobs that is so lucky that we kind of found each other, because we have kind of probably jumped up a little bit together. And we kind of been on that journey together. We kind of started in about the same place, and then, you know, he went on and won the Jungle, and even doing Strictly and them sort of things, which take you to these different kind of levels of madness. We get to do it together, which is really nice to do it with your kind of mate. But fuck knows how you go from what did you call it, a minor
Celebrity to just removing the minor and becoming a celebrity.
Yeah.
But what is a celebrity?
Yeah, I knew he wouldn't like you calling him that. I knew.
Well,
that's
no,
why I
no.
let you do it.
It feels, Pete, like you've asked me the question to avoid the question, which is fine.
Yeah, it's deflection. How do you go? I think if you're going to start, so let's say it's Joe, and you start on a reality show, it's when people see different sides to you. Because on a reality show, you kind of get caricatured into one character. And you're at the power of one show and one edit and the one people, you know, the one demographic of people that kind of watch that. When you start doing different things and experiencing different things in the public eye, people see different sides to you by doing different things. And then that's when people either like, love, or hate and despise you. And I think by doing that, that's when you get a more all-rounded idea of who someone is. And that probably increases your worth within the celeb world, shall we say. But celebrity really is bollocks.
What was it like for you when, so Joe, because of your role in rugby, you get recognised by certain people at certain points. We've been out together and you're used to it. You see it with footballers and it's another step further on. And there's that reaction, Pete, where people are really excited and pleased to see that person they feel they know. And the person at the centre of it can't be as excited because they don't know these people who are coming over them. So when it started happening for you, was it a pleasant experience? Was it a little bit strange? Was it confusing?
It was really, really odd, like really odd. And it happened really abruptly for me as well, because when I started kind of TOWIE, I was pretty much one of the only people, like I was certainly the only one in TOWIE, but there was kind of Geordie Shore made in Chelsea, but they didn't really have these kind of slightly rough around the edges, hairy, tattooed blokes. Like now everyone in Love Island's got a sleeve. You need a fucking turkey teeth, a sleeve and a side part, and you're there, aren't you?
Hang
Be
on.
telly.
Turkey teeth. I've got the sleeve. That's shit enough, isn't it?
It's fine.
Yeah.
Turkey teeth. What was the other bit? Side part?
parting.
Oh,
Well,
fuck.
a month or two.
Yeah, we can get you a system.
Yeah. Okay, right. So that'll be Just making notes of how to make up
Yeah.
to the next level, you know?
So it went a bit mad for me. I mean, like, I did calendars when I first started. So I actually did my calendar the first year outsold Justin Bieber in the UK.
Did it? What were the looks for different months?
I can't even say it was straight faced, but it was just because at the time it was, everyone watched it. It's less so now because there's so many different things. So, but I just found it really embarrassing. I still find it embarrassing now, like because I don't get it. Like, why on earth would you want a fucking picture? Sam loves it, absolutely loves it, and I love meeting people. And everyone is generally really nice, but it is odd.
You don't know how many calendars you sold, did you?
Oh, I've got no idea.
What was the best month, in your opinion? Which month do you look back on and go?
From what the first calendar?
Yeah.
Ooh, I don't know. I think there was one where I was in my pants next to a radiator, and I looked potentially like I had been tied to it. It was it was an odd one.
Raunchy.
But then I did calendars for a couple of years, and we went out and did them on Ibiza, and then there was dogs in that. It was just
Dogs?
weird shit.
You did a dog calendar.
Well, my dogs were on my calendar at one point. Yeah, just shows the softer side, Joe. You know.
In every month? The dogs in every month?
No, just the 1 month.
Yeah.
Just the 1 month.
What was the softest month?
I think that was the softest. It might have been a December one, actually. It was me.
Yeah, Christmas
I think
Eve.
I was in a leather jacket, open, obviously, with my dogs either side. That might have been against a radiator as well.
You tied your dogs to a radiator?
No. They were just sat with me. I think I was tied to the radiator.
Your dogs tied you to a radiator?
They're very clever.
Okay.
December makes sense, doesn't it? Because you're going to be near the radiator. It's quite a cold month.
It was just a very weird. We did some. I mean, we did one in Ibiza. We did motorbike.
Do you think I could? What about doing a calendar on OnlyFans where I've got my piece out?
I think you'd do really well in a calendar.
Look, we're not doing that game anymore.
No.
The game's
No.
stopped.
No, I think.
Look at the straight face. of
I
Joe
think,
Keegan.
and do you know what? I would love. I think we should do a Joe Marler calendar.
Okay, let's
Right.
brainstorm this.
Right.
Let's brainstorm this
Yeah.
because I guess
You can do it as well. We can just cover up parts of Joe with your scarf.
it's big enough. It's comfortably big enough, the scarf. Well, it is.
Are you saying Joe's got a small dick?
Just saying it's a big scarf. I guess, and you can help us out here, Pete, the most important single image that we need for Joe 2026 calendar is going to be the one that sits on the cover because I guess it's going to come shrink wrap. We might not see all the other. So let's get this right. It's a big decision. What sort of look are we after for Joe?
Rugged, obviously. I think what would be really nice is
Why aren't you looking at me, Pete?
because I'm now just in manager. I'm just running through some different scenarios that would be good for the
Do I
front
have to have my
cover.
top off?
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Are we looking playful?
I think because
When are we shooting
have
this?
you got a boot on? Oh no, I've got a trainer on today.
Got a
Okay.
trainer.
I think like a boot
Okay.
with
Just one boot.
No, two boots.
Two boots?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, both boots in an allotment,
Oh.
holding a spade just in your pants. Because what that says is I'm a kind of a hunter-gatherer. I
Honest son of
have
toil.
my own produce. I'm a man's man, and I like to wear pants on my allotment.
What about just, and I'm brainstorming here, if this doesn't work,
I'd enjoy it.
maybe some root vegetables.
Yeah.
Some carrots, earthy carrots.
Maybe just carrot in mouth.
Yes.
Spade to the side.
Yeah.
Pants, just
Yeah.
and little pants. Really little.
Would you munch a carrot for this show?
I would fucking die for this show.
Okay,
All right.
well,
So it should
I
be lovely.
feel like we should do. I feel like that needs to happen.
Yeah.
Now that I've put it out there, I feel like maybe you ask the listener if people want to see that. I think it should happen.
A calendar.
Yeah, or even just that shot. It doesn't need to be that. I'll be
So
happy with just that
we've
shot
jumped
as a
up.
poster.
Yeah.
We've jumped up from 5 years ago, first starting the show, and we sold a couple of mugs and pairs of socks.
Well, it's a lot of bubble hats, to be fair.
Okay. Then we stopped doing merch, and now we've jumped straight into a 2026 calendar, of which I've got a munch on a carrot with my dick out.
No,
No,
your dick's in your
not
pants.
dicks. Come on, don't be so.
Oh, right, I've
rude,
taken
man.
it too far, have I?
Yeah, there was a line. And...
So my dick isn't out.
No.
That's the whole point of the carrot. The carrot is a substitute penis for those who want to imagine.
Yeah,
But
And
then
all they
that's,
can
that's
see-
me eating my own dick.
No. There just needs to be like some really small pants and the mound.
The mound.
What horrible.
Can I feel that?
word.
Can I like fill it with
Your
other
mound?
stuff?
Do you need to?
Yeah.
Yeah, fill it.
Well, I'll put that down. So that's turkey teeth, side parting, and calendar.
Yeah.
Well, I can't wait for this.
I will be disappointed if I don't see this on the shelves.
Well, we'll try our hardest to make it happen. We're not going to make it happen, but I have to say that out loud.
If not, I will try and make it happen.
Right. Okay. Brilliant. I could possibly sue you for that.
Why?
Could I? Sue?
Well, you couldn't really because by possibly. I mean, to be fair, it was my idea. So.
Oh, okay.
Okay, how about this? You know that thing where Busted and McFly, McBusted?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. What about you two, rather than being at war, what about, and this may not be something you want to do, Pete, but it's just an idea, that you two come together in a calendar. You can still bring the dogs. You could bring the carrots.
Why are you assuming I want to do this? You just said to Pete, you might not want to do this.
I just think Pete has got experience in this space.
Okay.
We've heard that his calendar outsold that of Bieber. So I think if you are getting into the calendar world, think about who you're getting on board with.
Joe P, or P-Joe.
P-Joe.
P-Joe collab.
P-Joe collab.
The Wickmar. The Marwick.
Marwick.
P-Joe Marwick.
P-Joe Marwick.
P-Joe Marwick.
Do you know what? That sounds like a good name as well. Yeah.
What sort of vibe are we looking for? Are we moving away from the allotment, away from the radiator, or
I think we go between the two. We go allotment.
with a radiator?
No. What?
Patio
When have you
heater.
ever seen a radiator in an allotment?
Patio heater.
Okay, now I was thinking more 1 month we do like earthy thingy.
Yeah.
Next month we do like biker grunge.
Yes. I
Then
think we'd hit that one.
so we go soft, hard, soft, hard, soft, hard, soft,
As will
hard.
everyone else, yeah.
And then we go hard, 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 hard.
Hard, yeah. So we'll end with maybe
A climax.
a gentle caressing each other on a kayak in the sea.
Just so you know, I can't
Yeah.
swim.
That's why we've got a kayak.
Yeah, but Leonardo DiCaprio had a bit of wood. He still died.
That's a very good point. But that's because she was a bitch and didn't let him out the door, which was obviously big enough.
Fair enough. Conspiracy continues. I saw a video the other day. Can you describe it to our listeners of how it feels for Pete Wicks to get on a tube?
Right. So this is a weird thing. So basically, on my pod, there is a weird thing that started in the last couple of weeks where people can't imagine me doing normal things. So for some reason, including the team that kind of works with me, they believe that I when I turn up to the podcast, away from that, no one can imagine me food shopping or
Brushing your teeth.
putting my socks on or just, and I didn't really understand it. Anyway, they all said this.
Nor can I, actually.
Then the
They
listeners
said it.
all suddenly started going, oh God, I can't imagine doing any of these things. They can't imagine me doing a food. I was like, what the fuck do you mean?
Do you
Like, I
do
go-
your food shop?
Yeah.
You
Sometimes.
brush your face there, Pete, in a way that indicates you don't.
I mean, I've done a food shop.
Oh, okay, here we
What
go.
was the last food shop you did?
What, like a proper food shop?
Just a food shop, yeah.
Well, I get it delivered.
I'm gonna, take a stab in the dark here. I'm guessing it wasn't from Asda.
I was just shopping as whatever the local supermarket is.
And what is your local supermarket?
So, it's Marks and Spencer.
At Westfield.
At West.
Yeah, it's a good one.
But yeah, so people can't imagine me doing normal things. One of them is the tube, because I don't like to get the tube. I don't like the tube, so I don't get the tube. I get trains.
What scares you
I
about
get
the-
cars everywhere.
What scares you about the tube?
Nothing scares me about it. I just did it for years. I did it for 10 years, like every morning during the fucking rush hour, every evening during rush hour. I don't want to do it anymore. It's too busy, it's too hot, and it does me fucking head in.
Is it because
And I don't
people
really
also
like-
recognise you? You are a really recognisable figure, as we've discussed. So is there part of that you're like, actually, I just want to get somewhere. I want to get from A to B without the hassle all the time.
It's just like, from what I remember being on the tube, is that it's not a very comfortable journey. It is hot. You always have to change. You end up fucking walking half of it. Do you know what I mean? Like across, and like, what's the fucking point? If I just get in a car, I can just be in the car until I'm whatever I need to be. I don't overly like people. People on the tube are dirty. But it's like, and what I mean by that is you'll be standing on the tube and someone will just cough on you.
How did you get to today's episode, Tom?
Tube. How about you, Joe?
But the tube is great. It's got nothing to do with like me thinking I'm like this. I did it for years. It's just if there's an option to not do the tube, then why would I do it? You know what I mean? I ride motorbikes as well during summer, so like it's very quick for me to get everywhere when I want to. And other than that, I would just rather just get in a car. It's just easier. It's just more relaxing. You feel chilled when you get somewhere rather than being stressed out your nut on a tube. There's always a fucking delay. There's always someone coughing in your fucking ear hole. You know what I mean? Like, nah, bollocks, fuck that.
Well,
Does that explain it?
I
anyway.
really enjoyed it.
So the video. So this is part of. Does Pete actually exist? So the whole team came on the tube with me as like a thing, but as if I've never been on a tube before, which obviously I used to do all the time. And they did a whole fucking video out of it and just find it fascinating. They just find me fascinating. I can't really understand why. Cause interesting.
I love it.
But
I find you absolutely.
Mate,
I want to
don't get
see
it.
you do more normal shit.
Well, they did one the other day where I just went to get my lunch. From, I had 3 of them with cameras following me around Sainsbury's, where I picked out my fucking meal deal.
Well, I for one
Good meal
am
deal,
here
so.
for this.
Well, they don't like my options because I had.
Where'd you go?
Was this a meal deal at Fortnum and Mason, or was it at like a?
No, Sainsbury's. Just
Oh,
around the
it's
corner from the lunch.
Did you go for the classic sandwich crisps beverage?
I did cheese and pickle Twiglets, which. See what I mean? And they think that's weird.
That's fucking minging, mate.
I like a
Why is that?
Twiglet.
I don't eat meat though, do I? So
Hang on, you don't eat meat,
no.
but you've got a beard and tattoos, and like you look fucking hard.
Yes, but I love animals.
The way you just said that was like
Yeah, I stopped eating meat about 6 years ago.
because of the love for animals. Or
I went to Korea to shut down a dog meat farm, and just stopped eating meat from there.
This has given me an idea, Joe.
But I'm not one of them. Like, if you want to have a steak, I'm not going to sit there and go, oh, fucking hell. Like, them annoying vegetarians and vegan people who are like, oh, you're fucking killing everyone.
Yeah.
It's my choice what I do.
yeah, one of them.
Are you one of them?
Okay, idea for the calendar. March.
Are you one of
What
them?
you just said. Get to that. March. Lambs. You cradling lambs.
Yes.
You've got a knife and fork because you like eating.
Oh,
Get some of that tension in there. In the
Yeah.
relationship. You love animals, Pete. You like lamb.
Yeah,
Eating it.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I think that's good. That'll sell, won't it?
I mean, it was
Because it'll appeal to many different demographics.
the eaters of meat and the non-eaters of meat.
Yeah,
That's
and the
everyone.
people,
That
the
is everyone.
animal lovers, the non-animal
is everyone,
animal
yeah.
lovers. It's like we're
Yeah,
going to
we
do
just
this,
opened
aren't
up
we?
our audience there.
Can I keep a top on? Can you be the one that's not got clothes on?
No, because I am. I look a little bit naked. I look a little bit like Gollum in a wig. So it's probably best that I am not. I let myself go the last few years. I think
So-
we call it skinny fat.
Right. So we've got a potential calendar of
Stick that on your list. Just put
Pete.
that down for March.
AKA Gollum in a wig, and Joe, AKA the melted wheelie bin. So March, we're going to do that
The lambs.
Wow.
to slaughter,
Yeah.
saved by
yeah.
Saint Pete.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, maybe we could do a stage show of this.
A stage show.
Yeah. So you've got some lambs, and I come in with a massive pitchfork and a machete, and I'm like, Fee, fi, fo, fum! I'm here to eat your little fucking lambs! Dare you to stop me, you
Yeah.
piece of shit!
Shit.
And then you would be like, it's your line.
Oh, it's my line.
Yeah.
I thought I had a weird podcast. I don't know what the fuck is happening. Is that normal? Is that normal? So we've now got a calendar poster. Is this the idea? Are we supposed to find new things to do?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, Joe's.
And now we've got a stage show, a very short one because I've shot him. But that okay.
Unless
The idea of the show, Pete, is to meet people, meet wonderful people, because everyone's got a story
Yeah,
if you ask the right questions.
yeah.
And whether that is Josh the chimney sweep or it is Pete Wicks, the fucking super celeb, you've all got a fascinating story. It's just about asking the right questions.
No, I'm really. It's one of my favourite podcasts I've ever been on.
But
I genuinely is.
when there's a connection, there's a connection. You know, if we need to move on to other things like stage shows, like calendars, like, I don't know, stealing each other's best friends.
You're going to be part of my stage show, aren't you?
Is that actually happening?
I
Just touch on that for us. You're doing a show with your podcast at the O2.
yes. And I have. We've asked Joe to host our green room.
Well, hang on. Have you?
Yes.
He's asking you now.
I'm hosting the green room.
Yes.
So I'm not actually on the show.
No.
I'm
You're going to
just
be brought out.
hosting.
But the green room.
No, I'm holding
the green room
door.
is going to be live streamed.
Right.
On CO2, and you will be on stage at one point. But we basically think you're the perfect person to host the green room.
Joe, this is ideal.
You are one of our first guests, so there'll be a green room full of people. We've got music and we've got all sorts of stuff going on. We want you to host the green room, and obviously that will be live streamed at different points throughout the show. I've probably given away too much there. Oh, fuck it. And then you will come on at the end for a very special performance, which we'll let you know about near the time.
The other thing, Joe, if you think about
September
this,
19th.
we are looking for some other images for the calendar. You host in the green room, and I'm going to see host in the fullest sense of the word here.
I'm having my clothes on.
Oh no! I mean, we want you like tucked up.
Yeah. You don't. You could wear shorts. Can you wear shorts?
Yeah.
Okay.
I might have to get the tux adjusted.
We will buy you a tux.
How did you? Have you announced this show?
Yeah.
And am I right in thinking you did it in quite a unique way?
Yes. We skydived onto the O2, but obviously that's the power of the edit. We skydived in Kent.
I mean, technically, you could start a skydive in Kent, and if the wind was blowing in the right direction, you could still end up in Greenwich. Yeah. It's not impossible.
No, it's not impossible.
You don't do things by half, do you?
No.
Why didn't you just put like a tweet out?
Well,
hi guys, we're doing a show on the 19th of September at the O2. Come along if you fancy it. If you don't, fuck off.
my thinking is exactly that. But I work with Sam. You see? So he kind of had the Mission Impossible, let's do you know what I mean, skydive on. Yeah. But
oh, I'm trying to get it. Let me get it.
No.
Bum, 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 bum.
Incorrect.
isn't that like Pink Panther?
Yeah.
Mission Impossible. How does that go? Diddly.
No, you've done that one already.
Boom.
God, this is a whole podcast in itself. Sing the theme tune with Joe Marler.
What was that last
Give us a
one?
clue. Give us a clue.
Well, it's very hard to give you a clue without actually doing it.
You don't know, do you?
Yes.
Do you?
It's high tempo.
Down.
Oh, I thought he had it for a second. Take the first two notes and that tempo, but take it somewhere else.
That's Darude Sandstorm.
Which is a big tune back in the day.
Help me. Help. Not just anybody. Help. Just need somebody.
I wish that was the theme tune. Tom Cruise coming down. Help anybody. That would have been brilliant.
Always look on. Fucking help me. I'm
Right, ready? I'll give you the first bit. Bum, bum.
Oh, got it.
Yeah.
Dun. Hang on. Bum.
No, I'll give you four notes this time. Ready? Bum, 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 bum.
Ah. Bow.
It's just a range of noise.
Did it? Down. Bum. Fuck off. You're really doing my nutting now.
You want more notes?
Bum. Have
you not got it from that?
I am just amazed. But that
Close. That was nearly the middle bit.
your vocal range is impressive.
Close. Yeah, Ryan says move on.
There was a point, Pete, where another podcast hosted by Jake Humphrey
Love Jake Humphrey.
did the O2. And some cruel people pointed out that when Jake said he was playing the O2, they assumed that he meant the O2, the big O2. What Jake didn't have room for in his tweet was to say that it was the Indigo rooms at the O2 because you have limited characters. You're doing the O2, the O2, the O2.
The O2, the O2, the O2.
The real life O2.
The actual O2.
So
That's quite a lot of people, Pete.
16,000.
I mean, that's where I saw Macca.
Yeah, I mean, they've had, Madonna's performed there, Taylor
Stevie Wonder.
Swift, Elton John, and staying relevant.
When we did the Crouchy podcast
Yeah.
at the Indigo O2 as our little toe dipper in the world of live
What's the
pods.
capacity of the Indigo to?
Hey, 2,000, I think.
Yeah.
And this was us seeing, what's this live podcast thing like? And that was back in 2019. Westlife were on at the actual O2.
The mega one.
That is where Pete and Sam have taken it, Joe. We flipped it. We've gone from Westlife in the main arena, podcasts, Indigo rooms, to Pete and Sam doing the actual O2.
It is utterly wild. Like we did a tour at the start of last year, our first one, and we did like 10 dates. And we did the biggest one we did there. We did Birmingham Utility Arena or whatever the fuck it's called. And I think that was 6,500 or something. And then we did the Apollo at the end of last year, which is like a few thousand. And this year we're just doing the one at the O2. But I write all the shows, which is really weird because as isn't like a podcast. We don't just sit and do the podcast. It's a full on show. I mean,
Production.
yeah, like we
Yeah.
do weird shit, and this one's big.
Weird. It's going to be weird.
Yeah,
is
we're
it?
going to make fuck all money because we've spent it all on the budget. I mean, there's going to be it's absolutely ridiculous, but it's going to be fucking. It's a one night only fucking weird load of shite with me and Sam, but that's a good way to sell it, isn't it?
I think that's the way to go because, Joe, when we did our live shows last year before last, we had the choir. We had a big choir with us.
Oh, yeah. They were great.
Might have been where most of the budget went, but we
Yeah.
loved the choir.
We have a house band, and our last one, JLS performed.
Right. Okay. So
Got a big music act this year.
Oh, any hints?
No.
Maybe you could give Joe a couple of notes and he could guess it.
Well,
do you want me to do the Mission Impossible theme tune live,
yeah, during the break,
a cappella?
we could.
Down,
Do-
down, 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 down.
Do you know what we can have just that playing through while people piss? Like the speakers in the toilet.
Hey, if that's my role,
You
I'm
could
happy to
perform
play
that in
it.
the green room.
Pete. Out of all the TV shows you've done, name just a few. It's Celebrity, SAS, Who Dares Wins, Celebs Go Dating, loads. You've done fucking loads. Strictly. What I'd like to know? What was your favourite? And are there any that you've done that you go, fuck, I really wish I hadn't done that one?
Oh, yeah. Favourite, probably The Island, Bear Grylls.
Okay.
Did that 5-6 years ago just because it was such a fucking unbelievable experience. Like a month on a desert island in Panama, and it really is a fucking desert island. I mean, I lost 3.5 stone. I got fucking Ebola. I was bitten by a shark and broke my finger.
Well, hang on. How are you going through that so quickly? You got Ebola. You lost 3.5 stone. You got
31 days.
You got bit by a shark.
Yeah. I'm a shark attack survivor. I don't like to talk about it. But
Did you have Ebola when you got bitten by the shark? I mean, has this shark
no,
survived?
it was when we got back. When we got back, we all found out we fucking the people that finished it found out we had Ebola. But I made some great friends. But it was just a mad experience. Like you literally just get dropped on a desert island with a fucking machete and one set of clothes and go survive for a month. And it literally genuinely is like that as well. Like it was just fucking an incredible experience. And for someone like me coming from like my fucking background, just I would pay to do that. What a fucking life experience. So I'm really blessed. And same with like SAS and even like Strictly, like you get talked by like a world class, like I ain't a fucking jazz handsy, dancey type person, but like those experiences are things that when I'm 90 years old, well, I'll be dead then. When I'm 70, I'll be at a dinner party and I'll be able to say, I did this once. And it's just quite fucking cool. Like I'm so blessed to be able to do that. That's just quite a cool thing to do. And then you get the other ones that you just do for the paycheck.
Yeah.
Any ones that you go, that was shit?
Yeah. I mean, I probably.
Or are you reluctant to bag them in case the paycheck's needed in a couple of years? And you know,
Mate, hey, what a sunshines.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean? So there was a point where yeah, you would kind of do things because you kind of think, well, you don't know when your next fucking gig's coming in. And part of the whole staying relevant is the fact that in the UK, you kind of need to be relevant to get the things you want to do. So you kind of need your face out and about there a little bit. So some of them, yeah, you just do to get your fucking face out and about a little bit. And I did a lot of them. I did an awful lot of them.
Aside from the shows you get to do, you also get invited to plenty of after parties as well, don't you?
Do we do some weird shit? Yeah.
A little mole of mine, you were at a party at the weekend, weren't
I
you?
was.
Yeah.
I was.
Was it Marvin Hume's birthday?
Marvin's 40th birthday.
A little mole of mine that was there. She said apparently someone walked up to Sam and said, "Congratulations, can't believe you're here at the party after the 5 marathons, ultra marathons you've just run," because they confused him for Jamie Lang. Is this true?
Who fucking told you that? I forgot about that fucking story. We were outside. Oh, it was fucking brilliant. No, they said, "I can't believe you're here. Like, God, you look amazing." And Sam was like, "Oh,
cheers.
Thanks so much. Yeah. I really appreciate it." It was like, "So was it tough?" And Sam went, "What?" And he went, "Well, the marathons, mate." And Sam went, "What marathons? What marathons? What are you going on about?" They obviously thought it was Jamie Lang and been watching him kind of, they told him that they donated to him.
No.
It was honestly, Sam was going, "Oh yeah, no, it's really funny. Yeah, that's really funny." But they were dead serious. They genuinely thought he was
Is
Jamie
it
Lang.
true they carried on not believing him when he said he wasn't Jamie Lang?
They got a photo with
to
Sam.
eventually, and he just gave in and went, "All right, I am him."
So they got a photo with
Yeah,
him,
it's
and it went on and went on. And when he realised they weren't joking, he went, "Yeah, no, I'm Jamie Lang, yeah," and just did the photos of him. Fucking brilliant. Yeah, absolutely love it. But then, people do get you confused. I get confused all the time.
Oh yeah, who do people confuse you for?
I mean, it's a mixture, basically, anyone with long hair. But I think quite often it's Joe Wicks. Yeah.
I can see that, but you're not
it's more
related
hearing it,
at
isn't it?
all.
No, we're not related at all, but it's often when you're drunk as well, like when people are drunk. So I make them drop and give me 20. When
That's
they tell me
nice
that.
touch. That's a
Like,
nice
But how'd
touch,
you
yeah.
get to these parties? How'd you get invited?
do you know what? In all honesty, and this is going to sound wankerish,
Yeah, go
I
on.
don't know.
You don't know.
No, because it doesn't come directly to me.
So you saying that there's other people I should be like blaming for not getting invited to?
Well, yeah, like
So I should be going at Ryan, the producer, saying, "Actually, Ryan, you should be the one going out and getting us after party invites."
oh, absolutely, yeah.
You wouldn't go anywhere.
I mean,
though,
it's
would
the
you?
same as well. It's like,
I wouldn't go to the Covent Garden one. That's where I got mugged.
but it's
That's true.
But it's like awards. This is another thing people don't realise, and we always kind of break the fourth wall on stuff on like staying relevant. People just think that people just nominate you for awards. No, you have to pay to put yourself in for awards.
What?
So unless it's a listener's choice, for example, or like we've just been nominated for a Trick Award one, which is like their own thing. But if you want to go in at like the podcast awards, you have to pay entry into the categories before you even get shortlisted. So
well, that
so a lot
must
of the time,
be why we've never
That's
won
what's
an
happened.
award.
It's the cost of
Because
the
we've got no
initial entry.
budget to pay for these.
and that's exactly the same as staying relevant. Although this year we've entered 5 and it's cost a fortune.
Oh, fuck me. I think...
Purely because we just want a video of Sam doing an acceptance speech. We're literally doing it for content. I just want to see him win something.
Bless him.
Give us a little bit more on staying relevant then, because obviously I experienced it 3 years ago when you were just starting out, and it was quite low production, if I'm honest. You were just starting, you were getting used to it all. But
I think you were one of our first guests.
I'm honoured.
Nice.
I think you were in the first 3 guests we ever had.
Honoured. Really good.
Why did you go for Joe? He was just available, or
No, Sam had worked with you. Sam had met you on something.
Had he?
Had he? Yeah.
No.
No, he had, because you'd already met Sam.
Sam had come on this very podcast.
Sam
What,
had been
before
on
going
here.
on his podcast?
Yeah. Sam. we
Oh,
didn't have
okay.
it.
So it's like...
And that's why you came on
Yeah.
ours, yeah, because you and
Oh,
Sam.
okay.
Yeah. I think you'd done it like maybe a couple of months before or something.
And then you went on their pod,
Yeah.
and then you've gone on their pod again, and now Pete's come on our pod, and it's all the time.
Listen,
But their pod, so our pod hasn't really changed.
Except it's got a new name, new studio,
No, it was the same studio.
same studio.
We
new
haven't
name.
really elevated as much. We've done all right.
We're not playing the O2.
No, we're playing the... Where are we playing
pub in the
again?
park.
Pub in the Park, which is actually mega.
Yeah.
In fact, I'm playing this down too much. Pub in the Park is the #1 food and drink festival in the UK.
I mean, I'm all over that.
Yeah.
That sounds like the O2 is Sam's thing. Like, Sam really wants to do that. I would quite happily just be at the pub and go and do that. I would rather do Pub in the Park than the O2.
Okay, so it might happen. But back to staying relevant, you have elevated the game. The second time I've come in, your studio's phenomenal. The crew you've got is like tenfold.
Yeah, we have got a lot.
And you've just told us that you're actually moving again because you've got your own studios that you're going to build up and that lot. Fuck me dead.
Yeah.
How have you kept this evolving? Like what?
I don't know. If I'm honest with you, like the show hasn't changed all that much. Like it's still the same. It's still just fucking weird, the whole thing. But there's a lot more smokes and mirrors attached to it, I think now. But it's just naturally kind of grown, which is really odd. Well, we've got a really beautiful but fucking weird demographic of people that listen to the podcast who are they're like a weird little family. Like it's like a cult following. Like it's absolutely wild. Like whatever happens, they're fucking there, and it's great. But it is weird. I can't explain it to you.
It's
honestly.
fucking bonkers.
Yeah, it is mad.
You two are clean off.
Well, it's mad. Like even kind of the studio, which isn't it's not done yet. But we're building like a couple of studios within one little area because we're doing other people's podcasts and stuff now as well. And it's like just the way it's kind of evolved from two fucking blokes who have no idea what the fuck they're doing to what it is now is pretty wild. But like I said, I'm blessed to go on that kind of journey with Sam, although he is the worst person you could ever be in business with.
I think it's only fitting that we end this episode with a rematch.
We're doing it.
Okay.
You got hammered last time, Joe. Is this wise?
Yeah, we'll fucking see.
Okay.
Okay.
You were you in the red corner?
I'll be blue this time.
Okay, mix it up.
Well, that's not going to help you.
You can't get help yet.
It's not begun yet. Pete, you can start because, Joe, you started last time.
Yeah.
And also, you are the defending champion, Pete.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Let that piece of shit start.
Wait for it.
Sorry.
Yeah, I'm happy to start.
I'm going to count you in, shall I?
Yeah, oh yeah.
3, 2, 1, go.
I'm happy to start. I don't really see the point of this because you were fucking embarrassed last time and it's going to happen again. So,
Start.
And it's not a great start really for you, is it? When your first comeback is just moving your head like a fucking owl.
Yeah.
Why are you flaring your nostrils so
Yeah.
much?
I'm going to come on your back.
Oh,
Okay.
Joe's on the rope.
What, is that because you fucked me or you're just wanking on my back? I don't understand.
Joe's taking a sip of water. Automatic deduction of a point.
Yeah, you
Sip of water.
deduct what you want, mate. And
Your
whilst
mouth's
you're
getting a
there,
little bit
You're
dry.
playing Pete.
yeah,
I'm
I
the
know.
referee.
But whilst you're there, crawl out, would you? You're meant to be my
You've got
fucking
enough
co-host.
problems with
You meant-
referees
you meant-
and officials down the years.
You're meant to be my co-host.
Okay,
You're meant to
you're
be
very-
on my side.
You're very close to an
Tell you what-
automatic disqualification.
Well, that
and a
says everything
2-0
you
win.
need to know. It says everything you need to know when even the people that are supposed to be on your side jump ship.
Yeah, it's for everything you know.
Yeah, you've lost. You've lost.
He's gone.
Oh.
He's fucking gone.
No, I've got a big... Look.
That is a terrible way to end an episode with someone who I admire, love, and just want to say thank you so much for coming on the podcast. You're a legend.
No, thank you for having me. It's fucking great. It's fucking weird, but it's fucking great.